Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Be Live TV and Facebook Live. My name is Christy Rich, and I am a visibility and confidence coach for creative entrepreneurs. I help you to boost your confidence, to grow your visibility, and to stand out in your industry by releasing your fears and creating engaging online videos. So welcome to my new video series. This is the Confident Inspirational Women Across the Globe video series. I interview confident, inspirational women all across the globe, and I interview them about their inspirational stories, their inspirational businesses, and empower women to live a life beyond their wildest dreams. So I'm very happy today to be introducing my guest, Amanda Francis. And Amanda Francis is very popular on the online world, but if you're not familiar with her, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of her bio to let you know more about her. So Amanda Francis is a success coach for women entrepreneurs, a digital course creator, and a soulful business guru to the tens of thousands of women who follow her work online. Amanda's mission is to empower women to design lives and businesses that they are wildly obsessed with. She daily strives towards this through her rapidly growing social media presence, the continual creation of digital courses, and the other online training programs, and of course, her free weekly video blog series. Combining her love for helping others with practical business advice and spiritual principles, Amanda believes in putting the power of success into the hands of regular women with extraordinary dreams. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to welcome Amanda. And there she is. Hi, Amanda. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you for having me. Of
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for being here.
course.
Yes. So where are you located today? Are you in California?
Today I'm in Santa Barbara, California. Yes, ma'am.
Santa Barbara. Wonderful. Yes, I love this video series because I get to see where people are in the world today. So, yes. So today I wanted to get a little bit more of a background on you. So to start us off, can you give us a little bit of a background of how you became a coach and how you, transitioned into really helping women, especially with their online businesses, as well as helping them to thrive with their money?
How did I become a coach? I think I was born one, kind
All
of.
right.
Um, I remember being very young, like 14, 15, and every time I would go through something, I would ask God to help me use it to help other people. So any life experience I had, I was automatically relaying to my friends, right? I was always had this intention to help others. The thing was, I also had an intention to make a lot of fucking money.
Good.
So I needed a plan. I needed a way to do that. So my idea was that I was going to be a psychologist, right? So my bachelor's degree is in psychology, my master's is in counseling. I went into a PhD program actually and was doing coursework around getting a PhD. But somewhere in the middle of my education, I got really frustrated and I felt really, really limited. I could only cancel people in the state of Texas, for example, if I were to get my license.
Okay,
And
so that's where you're originally from, Texas?
I'm from Oklahoma.
From Oklahoma. Okay.
I was in grad school in Texas. And I don't do well with restrictions. I don't do well with them at all. So at some point, I heard someone talking about a life coach. It was in school. It was in class. One of my professors was talking about life coaches. And I went, holy fuck, that's the answer. That's exactly what I need. You're telling me I can go out right now and start helping people, like continue my education, whatever, but that I can go use these gifts and these skills and this knowledge for good right now and earn money. Mm-hmm. So I obviously had to teach myself how to build a website and get myself out there. And
good for you.
Yeah, that was 6 years ago.
6 years ago. So you started your business 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. March 13th, 2011.
Great. And did you have any major struggles starting off? Did you have any self-limiting beliefs that kept you back? Especially, what was your money story? Did you come from a wealthy background? Did you always know you were going to be successful, whatever you put your heart to?
Well, I have to give my mom a little bit of credit because she told me every day of my life that I could do anything I put my mind to. She recognized she had a very stubborn child. But no, there was no money. I grew up, in shopping at Walmart. We had food. I've heard a lot more horrible stories than mine. But by no means did I come from money, right? I put myself through school on student loans. I built my business without any family money backing me or any investor, anything like that. Sorry, what was the original question before you asked me about if I came from money? Oh, my limiting beliefs. Yeah. Of course I did. That's the hardest part of growing a business. The hardest part is the mindset work. The business model part isn't that hard. Find something you can charge for, charge more for it than what it costs to do it. Like, it's not rocket science, But the believing in yourself, believing in your gifts, believing in your dreams, believing you're worthy, beginning to experience some success and feel like an imposter, all of that to me is the very real struggle of growing a profitable and impactful business.
Great. Wonderful. So can you give some tips about how to be a successful entrepreneur? What are the tips that you wish that you had known starting off, or that you would like to give to women who are just starting their business or who may be struggling with their business? What do you really need to know to be successful?
You have to be really, really clear on what you want more than anything. Really clear on what you want. And not just what you want it, but why you want it, how it's going to serve you in your life, how it's going to change your life, what you're going to do with the money, how it's going to impact those who sign up to coach with you or sign up for your course or sign up for your product. If you can make the thing you do service-based, if you can make the thing you do your way to help the world, to change the world, I found that you'll have limitless amounts of drive and determination to get you there. But women especially can't get their heart and souls behind growing business or earning money just because, right? They have to do it for their families, their children, or for those who are signing up to work with them, right? So be really, really, really clear on what you want. Make it service-based. Know why it's of service. And then just do the damn thing. Just do what is required every single day. If you're really, really clear on what you want, you might not know the next 10,000 steps, so that's okay. You're not responsible for the next 10,000 steps. You just need the next one right step. And in my experience, the next one right step will show up if you're focused on the one singular goal, the one thing you really want. Does that make sense? Women, I watch women entrepreneurs focus on way too many things at once and feel convoluted and try to build their vlog series and their 3-part training and their first digital course and their coaching package all at once, and then they have no idea what to focus on. I've found that you have to focus on one thing at a time and give it everything you have.
Great advice. I think a lot of us try to do too much. There's the shiny object syndrome where you see something and you want to try something else really quickly, but focus is so important for entrepreneurs. Really, really agree with that. What about some myths about money? Do you want to knock some myths about money that people have that are just not true, that are holding them back?
They're all not true. I mean, money is the root of all evil, says who? I went to a
Oh, you're a little frozen for a minute, so we're not hearing you. Okay. Sorry, we missed you for a second. Go ahead.
Oh, I cut out?
Yeah, you were frozen.
Okay, so let's start with myths about money. How money is the root of all evil. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. I went to a charity breakfast this morning and was able to make a donation to children with cancer. How is there anything evil about me being able to give money so that a mom can be in treatment with her child instead of at work, right? Like, all the things that I've been able to do because of money, because of a growing business, have either benefited me or benefited someone else. Like, it's just crazy to think that money would be the root of all evil. And when women set their intention to earn, they're like, oh, isn't that so greedy of me to want more?
Yeah,
like, how's it greedy? Money is out there circulating in the world all the time. What is wrong with getting some of it to you so you can do good things with it? Good people do good things with money. So the idea that money could change us or make us greedy or make us selfish is so fucking backwards. Like, we have good hearts. We need the power of money in our hands to make a difference.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. And can you talk more about the importance of doing the inner work for an entrepreneur? Again, I know a lot of people want to take action and be proactive, but I think a lot of people don't realize that it's really an inner game. You want to talk a little bit more about that? I know you talk a lot about that in your courses.
Yeah, I mean, it is all an inner game. You can't receive anything in life that you don't believe you can have. So one of the biggest things you have to do every day is observe the limiting beliefs that say you can't have, do, or be something, and look at those and reprogram those thoughts, right? Reprogram those fears, tell a new story, and change your mind, right? Because the things we think in our mind will subconsciously sabotage us from bringing in the things we want if we don't get that part under control.
Very good point. Very good point. And again, I think a lot of people just do not realize how important it is to do the inner work. So I'm so happy that you're out there in the world and really encouraging us to go inward and to love ourselves and to know that we're of value and to really know how we're helping to impact others. It's really a bigger game. It's not just about us. It's about really having those ripples, create major change in the world. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
100%, yeah.
Yes. So great. So can you share some stories? I know you have so many stories. Can you share some stories from clients who have worked with you, perhaps signs that they knew that they should work with you before they started working with you, or even before they signed up for one of your digital courses, or even certain weird things that started happening once they started taking your courses, such as Money Mentality Makeover? Because I think you're so connected to the spiritual realm, and I think it really connects people to their spirit, and then magic starts to happen. So you want to share some of these interesting stories of like, oh, you'd never believe this that have happened?
Countless. I don't even know where to start. God, I should have put it all in a book or something. Countless stories from I don't even know, from money coming out of nowhere. I mean, I can think of a girl right now. I mean, there's just so many. I don't want to tell anyone's stories wrong. I don't have any prepared. I can think of a girl who, here's the thing that it seems to happen with money. It's like we've been doing the manifestation work often longer than we realize. So we've been trying to manifest. We've been trying to be more positive. We've maybe made a vision board. We've maybe set an intention. So the way manifesting seems to work to me is it's like we have a glass and we're like filling it up with our belief and our faith, and eventually it will overflow. And usually the overflow point is an inspired action point, right? So many people have told me, like, the day I signed up for something, because they believed my course was the next step. Don't get me wrong, the course is fucking magic. But their faith in the course, their belief in it, is what made it powerful for them, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, there's a million stories of I bought the course and someone signed up for my program that night or the next day or that week or whatever, or I had my biggest week ever, my biggest day ever, the day I signed up or the next day. And I love those stories. But I also love those stories where people start doing the work. They start building up their belief, adding up their faith, taking whatever action they're led to. And it's like, the way it seems to me, like spiritually, energetically, is that the money was waiting for them all along. They just had to up their faith, right? Like the girl I was about to talk about a minute ago, there was like this old truck sitting in her backyard, right? And someone she had set the goal to make, I'm going to tell this so wrong. I just don't remember if it was 3,000 or it was 5,000. I don't remember what her goal was, but she set the goal to make a certain amount of money during my course. and someone like drove by her house, saw the rusty truck in the back of her yard, knocked on her door and offered her like over half of what she was trying to manifest, right? So it's just like there, like they gave her cash, they took the truck she had forgotten about, right?
Wow.
And then through her business, more of it came in, and then some kind of crazy refund for something came in. Another girl who I love, she's like a website designer. Anyway, she was back in her hometown, and her mom was like, hey, let's go over to the next town and get some coffee. They went to the next town to grab some coffee, and a lady in the coffee shop used to be her landlord like 5 years ago and was like, oh my God, I owe you $1,000 for your security deposit or whatever. And it's just like,
wow, just out of the blue.
You know, it's that money was already hers in that story. And the truck was already the girl's in the other story. But I like those stories so much. And I like the random stories too. Like I have one in a second, but I love the random stories too. But I love those two stories because it's like without faith, without them believing money was coming, those very flowy, generous, organic-y, abundance-y things couldn't have happened. The truck had been sitting there for a long time. That check had been hers for 5 years, but something happened when they believed and started to take action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Crazy things happen all the time.
That's great.
It's
and
wild.
And even for me, when I was thinking about signing up for your money mentality makeover course, and I was really trying to decide, I think I told you, Gabby Bernstein's book, The Universe Has Your Back, just fell off the shelf at me. It was like, girl, just trust, everything's fine. You're going to be great. So
yeah.
So weird things happen. You just have to be open to the signs, have faith, trust. And even another story that happened for me is that taking the money mentality makeover course, I was doing my taxes and I was hating the process, but I got through it, and I had put a notification on my cell phone. And I love the idea that you gave us to have affirmations to just program into our phone that will just pop up at certain times or when we arrive somewhere. So I put that in there and it popped up. And then also I had put another one because I was thinking about signing up for your course, and it just popped up when I was struggling with the taxes. And it was again like, okay, take the Become a Money Making Coach course. So again, it was the universe guiding me to continue with you. And then, and then after I finished my taxes and I got them back, then my accountant had given me $200 off. I didn't even ask for a discount. He just gave it to me. And I'm like, okay, money comes from unexpected places. You just got to be open to it.
I know. I had a client the other day. It was like, Amanda, I'm getting money everywhere. The gynecologist gave me $10 back. And I was
wow,
like,
that's crazy.
So random. I know. It's so cool. Like, I love funneling money through our businesses. I think that's a great way to receive money, but I love the things we can't plan to, the things that we couldn't have made happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
These are magical things.
Beautiful. Do you want to talk a little bit about the courses that you offer and your coaching, what your services are?
Oh my God, there's so many. So my next course, my brand new one, I'll give you a link to share with everyone so they can get on the wait list. My brand new course is called Sell from Your Soul. And I'm so excited for Sell from Your Soul because it's just a continuation of everything I've done so far. You know, like I've been teaching people to change their mindset around money and their mindset around their worth and around their businesses so they can no longer block money. Then I teach them to create coaching packages. Then I teach them to create digital courses. So I have Become a Life Coach. Then I have Course Creation Queen. Those are two of my courses. Then I have Boss Lady Branding, where we teach them to grow their online presence, to get more people in their world, to sell their coaching and their courses to more people. So a continuation of everything I've been doing so far is my new course, Sell from Your Soul, because I view selling as a spiritual act. I view selling as a sacred process. I view selling as the only way to get my work to people. So the only way for you to find out what I do and for you to be able to buy it and receive the information and experience the benefits is for me to tell you about my work. I have to sell. But in this industry, everyone's all like, you don't want to be salesy, but there's nothing motherfucking wrong with being salesy. We don't want to be gross. We don't want to be sleazy. We don't want to be we don't want to use fear-based tactics. We don't want to intimidate anyone. we don't want to be assholes, but we do have to sell. So the question becomes, how do you sell from your heart, and how do you sell from a space that's rooted in love and service, right? But then when you sell from that place, selling becomes a beautiful thing. Writing sales emails is one of the most spiritual things I ever do. So you know what I mean? Like, we have to just change that story, and not many people are embodying selling. And I think I do a pretty fucking good job at selling. You know,
you do.
We've had I had a $250,000 launch earlier this year. I mean, and no one who signed up for that course during that huge launch, no one, I guess I don't know for sure, but my experience has been no one felt like I manipulated them or convinced them or made them afraid that they would fail in life forever if they didn't do it. I just spoke from my heart every day and told them how the course could help them, what results I see people getting, what it takes to be successful in the course. And I just shared and shared and shared and shared my heart. But I also called them to action. I called them to rise up if the course felt right for them. And so to me, selling to you is asking you to answer your own call in your life, right? It doesn't even have a whole lot to do with me. I just need you to rise up. And my course is amazing. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And your courses are fabulous. Again, I am in Money Mentality Makeover and Become a Money Making Coach, and they're fabulous courses. And you're so engaging. I love that you have a Facebook group that you participate in, you really check in with people, and it's a very high vibe group. People are really supporting one another. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've had such good energy in the group, and it just like gets better every year. Like, I don't even know what to do with it, you know, like it's so good.
That's amazing. That's great. Yeah. And just to go back to your story, because I think that's so inspirational. Here you are, a coach helping women to become empowered with money and their businesses. And you really have shown by example. You've really shown that you can do it. This girl from Oklahoma who used to go to Walmart, and her mother gave her the good advice, you know, to keep on going. Anything's possible. Live the dream. Yeah. And now you're making consistently how much per month? You're making consistently
over $100,000 each month.
Yeah. Over $100,000 each month. And you're teaching us how to do the same. It's amazing.
And that's my motivation. I'm telling you, it's not enough motivation just to want it for yourself. I don't know, maybe it is for some people, but like, I just think of the women that have been there all along, who were hanging out with me the first time I hosted the money course when I was trying to hit like my first 5-figure month. I just wanted my $10,000 month. And they heard me tell stories about when I just wanted my first $3,000 month. And I think of them and how they've watched me on the journey and how they've incrementally upgraded what they've earned. And I just think I have to keep showing them that anything is possible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't stop. I'm just an example. And I'm a great example because I'm a girl from Sand Springs, Oklahoma. You know what I mean? That's like,
yeah,
like the perfect example, who didn't come from money. And I love it when people who came from money learn to make their own money, and people with all backgrounds become empowered around money. Just because you grew up with money does not mean you're empowered around money. I mean, the countless stories from different kinds of people in my courses are that we all have fucked up beliefs around money, right?
Yes. And do you believe it's possible for anyone to be successful and to make whatever they want to make as far as their goals with money?
Yes, 100%. I would never say that everyone is right for the coaching industry. I would never say that everyone's right for making it the way I've made it. The reason it worked for me so beautifully is I allowed all my gifts and experiences and parts of my personality, even the things that are supposedly like my flaws, I allowed everything about me to kind of grow into this and work together for my good, right? And it led me here to the perfect career for me. But no, like, I love it when someone takes my course and one of their hits of inspiration is outside my world completely. Like, either they get a raise or they start some kind of brick and mortar business, or money flows through their spouse in a new way, or like it's their unique way of doing it. Money shows up in their way. And I love when people from other industries take my course. And I have a girl right now who's a hairstylist creating all these amazing courses on hairstyling techniques. Like,
cool.
balayage, which allows brunettes like me to act like they're blonde, is one of her courses is on balayage. But she's empowering hairstylists to make money because she's been making six figures out the gate in an industry that's often hard to make money. So like I like all the unique ways people do it. Yeah, like it's not true to say that everyone's made to be a coach. That's ridiculous. But can everyone find their own unique way to have a beautiful, abundant life? Of course. Like the universe is no respecter of persons. The universe isn't like playing favorites, you know?
Yes. And I think you've really proven it's not a fluke that you know how to make money. And also I love how you say that it is a practice. So it's something we have to keep on working on our mindset, keep on working on our beliefs, why it's a value, why it's important. And a lot of people think that, go ahead.
It's a daily practice. I was telling a friend just 2 days ago, I am so fucking freaked out around money. And this is making six figures a month.
Oh, wow.
I'm so fucking freaked around money. Like I had this big launch, then I had this other really good launch. Then I just had this like weird week where money's coming in, but the numbers are freaking me out. And I just had to observe my own crazy shit because there was nothing about that week that meant I was a failure. There was nothing about that week that meant anything, but I just had to like call it out, look at it, rewrite it, tell a new story, get back into a place of like feeling abundant, believing I'm abundant, knowing that like it is safe to fluctuate in business. Like it's safe to take a week off. Like, you know what I mean? Like just come back to like the truth that I am abundant all the time. Like my abundance is not based on the amount of money I earned each day. My abundance is based on my knowing that I am abundant, and then the money comes from there. Like, you know, we have it so backwards. So the second I start wanting the outside numbers to validate the internal feeling, like I'm completely off, right? I have to like switch it again. But the point is, it's still a daily practice. It's easier. I'm working with bigger numbers than I ever dreamed, and like will continue to work with bigger and bigger numbers. Like I completely feel like I'm just getting started, but at the same time, I'm a human being that's been, that has had a life experience. And I was in a very fear-based household around money. I picked up crazy stories. I created my own stories. I do what everyone does. And then I have shit to work through, you know?
So celebrities such as Mike Tyson and other big celebrities, can't remember her name. Sorry, there's an echo. Who have lost money, who have made a lot and then went bankrupt. Why do you think that happens? Do you think it's because they don't have the daily practice and they just assume that money's always going to be there, and then maybe some self-limiting beliefs come in there and then they just don't know what to do?
I mean, it would be really hard to say without talking to each person about their money story. But I've watched a lot of things happen with people around money. I was talking to a girl yesterday in one of my courses who made a whole lot of money, had a very successful launch, and then the next week had like one of those crazy things like debit card stolen, can't receive money at Western Union, credit card compromise, like whatever, like a week of not being able to access money. And she was like, what am I doing wrong? And I was like, you're fine. Like, you're completely fine. I think in my experience, and I'll get to the question about the celebrities, but let me get there. In my experience, like anytime weird things are showing up, it is just something in my energy that says I'm not really worthy of this. I didn't really earn this. This can't really last. It's just some little piece of funkiness, but it's good. Something else to observe. It's something else to change your mind about. You know what I mean? So I've watched things show up in my own world based on my own crazy beliefs. So someone who lost a whole lot of money, it would be interesting to see how they were managing their money, how they were handling their money, whether they had a good relationship with their money. You know, like I always say, like, I love money and money loves me. I treat money is like my friend, my ally. I have like a partnership with money. Like I'm connected with money. I know money is here to serve me. I can talk to money. I can call in money. It's like, you know, I have a health coach who she talks about your body the same way I talk about money. She's like, we have to connect to your body. We have to talk to your body. We have to ask your body what it means. We have to make your body your friend. And I so get what she's saying and her chosen field of expertise, because I have that same principle with money. But think about it with your spouse or best friend or whatever. We have to keep closeness to have a good relationship. We have to be in communion with the thing we want to be close to and be healthy with and exchange with, right? Mm-hmm. So how am I going to use money for good and receive more money if I'm neglecting money, not looking at money, pissed about money, whatever it was? So it'd be interesting to talk to someone who's lost all their money and see what their self-talk was and what their beliefs were, and if they were afraid they would lose it, or if they didn't feel worthy of it, or if they despised it or hated it, or if making money put a rift between them and their family and they formed beliefs about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's always shit there. There's always shit there.
Yes, yes. And also what I really learned in your course is that you need to be calm about money. I think a lot of people get overwhelmed, they get scared, they get fearful. But if you're calm, it seems to really welcome it in more.
Yeah, I think there's this confident expectation. Mm-hmm. And so for some people, when they're in their confident expectation, it does seem very calm. Some people, when they're confident expectation, it does feel very like excited. Like, yes, it's mine now, I receive. But no matter how that energy of like abundance sits with you, the most important thing is to be a match energetically, knowing that it's yours. And knowing that it has to come when you're ready for it. It has no choice. Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, Amanda, I think you're a very inspirational woman. I love how you are helping to empower women. I think you have many wonderful stories to share about how you have helped others, and also your lifestyle, how you have really grown as a coach and a course creator. And living the lifestyle. You travel all around the world now. You have that freedom. You've made a freedom-based business, haven't you?
Yeah. In the past year, Spain, Greece, Bali, Thailand, Cuba, Mexico, Hawaii twice, Mexico like 5 times.
Wow, you love Mexico.
I moved to one of the most expensive places in the country because my soul like fucking called me here.
Santa Barbara. I hear it's beautiful.
It's amazing. But the point would be that money isn't the reason I have to say no to any desire ever again.
Great. Beautiful. Well, thank you for creating such a beautiful life for yourself and inspiration for all of us. And for those who are watching, I want to go ahead and welcome you to my YouTube channel. You can also check me out on Dancing Curtain on YouTube. And you can also check me out on Facebook. Facebook is The Dancing Curtain. And I'm going to also go ahead and put Amanda's, actually, it's not working. I will go ahead and put your website link so people can find you easily. It's just www.amandafrances.com.
Yes, Frances with an E, Frances. And I'm going to give you the link so they can get more information about my next course.
Great.
I'm going to send that to you right now. Amazing.
Yes, please provide us with the link. Everybody got to take her courses. They're fantabulous. And I love the Facebook group. And what's the name of the course again that you're about to launch?
I'm about to launch Sell From Your Soul. Another really good place, though, for people to just come hang out with me would be to join the Spiritual Badass Boss Lady group on Facebook. Just search Spiritual Badass Boss Lady on Facebook.
Yes, we'll put that up too.
Yeah, we have 10,000 members in the group as of this week.
But what is it called again? Spiritual Badass?
Boss Lady.
Boss Lady, that's right. I'm in that group too. Fabulous group. Yes, so definitely check out Amanda's Facebook group. Here it is, Spiritual Badass Boss Lady. Everybody get on there and check out her courses. Stay in touch with her. Get on her mailing list to find out when the next course is coming out. You can learn more about me on my website. It's www.thedancingcurtain.com. Go ahead and put that up as well. And if anybody has any questions, we can go ahead and check them out after the broadcast. So please go ahead and ask your questions to Amanda. Leave your comments below. Please let us know if this was of value, this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. And give us some hearts, give us some likes, give us some love. And definitely check out the rest of my video series. So if you're interested in hearing more about other confident, inspirational women all across the globe, you can see the video series either on my YouTube channel, again, that was Dancing Curtain, or you can go ahead and like my page. Facebook page is The Dancing Curtain. So thank you so much, Amanda, for being my guest today. It was really a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you for having me. It was fun. Thank you.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. And thank you so much for catching the replay. And to all of you out there, have a great day. Bye-bye.